Hello folks, welcome to the Love Light Love for Earth channel. In this video I wanted to talk about the solar flares, and primarily there were two major solar flares that were released between yesterday in the afternoon and Friday around 6 o'clock in the afternoon according to NASA, and also one that was released this morning around 4 o'clock in the morning and according to NASA. I get my resources from NASA. More importantly is that both of them were X-class flares. X-class flares are very, very powerful flares. They have a major impact on our lives, on our planet, on our spiritual existence, our physiological existence, and our emotions, and overall, right? And since we have been getting lots of X solar flares over the last few days, few weeks, I think we need to wake up to understand that there's a lot more to the solar flares than what we see, than what we think. It's not just pretty colors that are in the sky. I know it's being referred to as aurora borealis or as northern lights or southern lights. It's a lot more than that. It's something for us to be concerned ourselves with, and we need to step in as community, as a family, and start working together to prepare ourselves for what's to come. And I mean, I did a video long ago on that. So for example, this picture right here, if you look at this picture right here, that's a picture of the sun that was released. So solar flares, these are the indication of the solar flares. Solar flares, when they are released, they impact the planet in many ways. And don't take my word for it. You can always go on NASA. If you go on NASA, for example, on your own timing, see right here, this is from NASA. This was the solar flare that was observed, right? On Friday and on Saturday, or this was one on May 29th, and there were two that were released within 12 hours over the last 24 hours, and they were both X, I think 1.8, 1 point something, 1.4, and a 1.8. That's a big deal. I mean, that these are happening. We had them last weekend, and ironically, they were both released from the same exact sunspot that released the mega solar storm that we had last weekend. And I also wanted to inform you that NASA has an alert website that you might want to familiarize yourself with. This one right here, and I'm gonna give you an idea how to read it very easily and not go crazy trying to feel like you have to be, a scientist to understand it. NASA, the Space Weather Prediction Center, they put out this every single day. This is not only for people that are navigating the oceans or the air, but it's also for us. It's, a solar flare is not just going to impact the astronauts and the pilots and then the ships. No, it's going to impact our lives very much. And we have a responsibility to educate ourselves on it. If we can't just wait for the media to tell us about it. It's a spiritual event. It happens. This is something that's about to happen because we have reached 75,000 years of the existence of the planet, according to the law of one, the blue books. And as a result, because the planet has reached its 75,000 years peak. So therefore, this solar cycle is not the regular one. It's not going to be the regular solar cycle as usual. This solar cycle will impact the planet to moving it to the next dimension. So that's the reason we have to prepare ourselves. We can't take it all in spiritually because there will be a lot of changes. By the way, I wanted to emphasize the fact that doesn't mean the planet will disappear. That doesn't mean a lot of us will die. A lot of people, it's not the end of the planet. It's not doomsday, but it's a major spiritual evolution for the planet. The planet is in the process of rising up to a higher level in evolution. It has already moved its location in space from where it was before to a lot closer to the sun. And that's the reason the solar flares are impacting us now more than ever before, because the planet is no longer in the location that it has been over the last 75,000 years. The planet has now moved a lot closer to the sun. So basically, the planet is like this little tiny thing, and the sun is facing it right there. So when the sun spit or sneezes and coughs, it's coming at us. That's as simple as that. And what does the sun do? The sun spits out love. The light of the sun is the light of love light. It's a love light energy. That's why our existence depends on the sun. Our experiences are manifested through the sun, with the sun, by the sun. The sun is the tool that the one creator used to manifest its creation in many ways. And the sun takes its direction from the central sun, which is a lot bigger sun. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, for yourself, if you want to take a look at this every day or every other day, this is released every day by the Space Weather Prediction Center. And then you can see, it tells you the date, the solar flares, that when it was released, the X-ray event exceeded M5, which is a big, very high. But more importantly, I also wanted to show you that you can read all of this, right, for radio blackouts and things like that. This is limited, it tells you how high it is or how low it is. But more importantly, you're probably going to say, well, I'm not on the boat, I'm not in the air, what do I care? But think about this. For us people, the regular human being walking down the streets every day, the Space Weather Prediction Center also has this at the bottom. You can read this. You can go down here. It tells you the alert of the X-ray. But if you go down here, I'm trying to get this. I can't get it. You can click on impact. And if you click on impact, it's going to show you the how this will impact our lives in terms of radio frequency. How come I can't get to this page? Okay, hold on. If I click on, wait, hold on. If I go in here, if I go in details, impact, it's not showing me. It's not giving me the page. I don't know why, but it should. It tells you how you are impacted, how it can impact our lives. For some reason, I'm not getting to that. I don't know why, but I will do another video. But basically, it's important to understand that this will impact our lives very strongly in terms of our power grid, our water pumps, our flushing system, the toilets and all things like that. Our GPS will be impacted. A lot of things will be impacted by this event. There's one that is expected to come that will impact the planet drastically. But for some reason, everyone is focusing on pretty colors. These colors, by the way, I'm going to do a video on that. They call them northern lights or southern lights because they seem to propagate in the area that is most lit by the sun, right? But as you noticed last weekend, the lights came all the way down to Hawaii. It came all over the United States. Normally it stays up in Alaska and the northern of Europe, and as well as Canada. But this time it came all the way down to the United States. It came all the way down to Hawaii. It was even reported in Hawaii that they saw the lights. And these lights, they are greenish color, they are light violets, and these are amazing lights, all different colors. And these are not just pretty lights, my friends. These are celestial light. They are godly light. They are heavenly light. And we need to start considering these things, and that this is this light, because the light is coming in because the planet is experiencing a love light activation process. That's what's happening to the planet. It is experiencing a love light activation process. And so we are also experiencing a love light activation process. We are also being activated into the love light as the planet. But if we don't take the energy coming in the right way, we miss out on it. So what I'm trying to say is that be aware of this, do your homework and do some studies on the solar flares, the solar flash, because we are in for a big solar storm, the biggest ever, bigger than the Carrington event, because this is the 75,000 year threshold. This is the 75,000 years of the planet. And after 75,000 years, a planet is considered to become spiritually independent. That's just the reason you might be feeling a lot of psychic attack. It's not really psychic attack. It's a lot of love light activation that's going on. That's the energy that it's all about, love, light, joy. So it's important to focus on love, light, and positive at this time. Until then, I'll see you very soon. Thank you for listening to the Love, Light, Love for Earth channel, and I'll be seeing you very soon. I'm going to try to put up videos more frequently because within the next 2 years, we are bound to experience a lot of energy change on the planet and on our mind and our bodies. So I'm going to do in the next video on ascension symptoms, because these energies have impacted us. So a lot of you are experiencing all kinds of symptoms. So that's my next video. Okay. Until then, I love you all. Thank you for listening. And please comment if you don't like, if it's too long, my videos. If too short, please let me know what works for you, because we have to go to this together. We are in this together. We got to stick to this together. We can make it work together as a family, regardless of our skin colors or our sexual orientation, our tax bracket. It doesn't matter. This is a oneness event. This is a spiritual event. It's not a pretty color event. It's a spiritual event. Let's remember that. I love you all, and I thank you for watching. Please, thank you.